That's the dash cam footage of Texas DPS Trooper Cody Durham arriving just seconds before miraculously saving Joe Goodwin, who was stuck inside and yelling for help. Joe is still with us. He wasn't able to travel to New York. He's still recovering from his injuries. Joe, I have a list. You have the broken foot, wrist, hand, ankle, facial reconstruction, smoke inhalation, along with multiple other injuries. You've said you are thankful to God that you are here and that you survived.
Yes, most definitely. I know I'm blessed.
You know you're blessed, and at the right time came the right person. That person, Joe, Department of Public Safety Trooper Cody Durham. Let's meet the hero of the day. Come on, Cody.
Thank you.
Come on in. I love it. Okay, this is so Texas right now, for real. Trooper Durham, I was a reporter in Bryan College Station and in Dallas, Texas. I actually used to live not far from where this accident happened, and I know, and it is not lost on me, how dangerous this job is.
Yes, ma'am.
And you face a lot of things every day. When you drove up and saw that vehicle on fire, what did you think was going on?
So it looked like there was a crash, and when I drove up on it...
Okay, I could tell that. You're an expert. He said it looked like there was a crash. Trooper, I could see that from here. Look, so you roll up, calm and cool as you are.
Yes, ma'am. And I saw it was on fire, so my first instinct was, well, let me see if there's someone in there.
Yeah.
And so I ran up and I saw Joe in there. My next instinct was, I had to get him out one way or another.
He doesn't remember anything, so you remember it all.
Yes, ma'am.
Was he able to talk? Was he saying anything?
So only thing I remember him saying was, help me.
You heard him?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you believe that someone was alive in that, what you were seeing?
Yes, but he looked like he was really injured and that he was not going to be able to get out without any sort of help.
Wow. So how were you able to get him out of there?
So I checked the front doors and they were both locked. And so I checked the back doors and the back left one opened. So I was like, that's perfect. So I ran around to the right side, opened it, and then went inside. And he said, help me, and kind of put his arms back like that. So I grabbed him and just started pulling.
Just started pulling?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, to remind people, it is 2:30 in the morning. What's your shift?
I was working from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. that night.
Okay, so you're on the last few hours. You're thinking about, what am I gonna eat for burger? I'm going to Whataburger before I go home. You're ending your day.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
then this character gets himself in a little jam over here. So there you are. You're pulling up. The flames, though, because in seriousness, it is a miracle that he's alive here.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
But it was dark in addition to you're trying to maneuver this vehicle, and you could feel the heat yourself.
Yes, ma'am. So when I was running up, you could feel the heat just coming from it.
You were treated for smoke inhalation yourself?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
That's amazing. So we have photos of the car after firefighters put that's the vehicle. It did not look like that when you were there because it was still smoking.
Still on fire.
Still
yes,
on
ma'am.
fire. So both of you all, at any point, this could have gone, oh my gosh, far worse because it could have exploded with you there.
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been a trooper?
About 3.5 years.
3.5. So you're new.
Yes, ma'am, relatively new.
And Joe, you've never met in person before. Well, yeah, you did.
No.
Well, you kind of did.
Conscious.
That was the first time meeting Joe.
That was your first time meeting Joe with this accident, but you have not seen each other since then?
No, ma'am, I have not seen him.
Because we wanted y'all to meet in person. That was the plan, but you get to meet here, and you're both in the area. So I got to figure out, I go home a lot, so we're going to have some kind of reunion
Yes,
in
ma'am.
Texas when I come. I look at you blushing. You're saving lives. How are you blushing on national TV with over 1 million people watching every day?
I don't know.
Well, I got one more
you
reason
so
for you
much,
to blush.
Cody.
Joe wants to thank you.
Yeah, I would just be remiss not to let you know how much I appreciate you. how much my family appreciate you, being an angel in the flesh that night, having, as I said, an ear to listen and a heart to hear God, and just getting on the highway and doing that patrol. And even more importantly, you know, like you said, when you pulled up seeing the car on fire, you didn't just call it in and say, hey, you know, out of control fire, I can't approach. But you took the protect and serve to another level, and you really served the public on that morning, with saving my life. The words can't even really explain Cody, Trooper Cody, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to show you more of my appreciation in the near future here. But definitely, you know, I appreciate you. My mom, my sisters appreciate you. My son appreciates you, and my family and friends do as well.
Oh my gosh!
God sent. He's God sent for sure. For sure. You're in the right job for sure, Trooper.
I'm telling you. Well, and I have to tell you, Joe, you need to do public speaking. That was an amazing, that might have been the best thank you I've ever heard from anybody. Well, send your family my love. I know you wanted to be here, so hopefully you can get to New York and we can meet in person, or we'll all have to kick it at.
Yeah, my mom loves you, Tam.
Oh my God.
She watches you all the time. She wanted to come there with me as well. But because I wind up not coming, she's like, well, I'm not just going to pop up without you. She loves you.
Well, listen, we might have to have a date at Whataburger. I take a #1 with cheese. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you're from Texas, you know what it is. And a Dr. Pepper on me. Look, I'm just plugging all Texas stuff. Thank you all so much. Congratulations, Trooper Durham, for representing all of the troopers. Joe, love and hugs and a speedy recovery to get you here. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Coming up, it's the video that shocked the world. A whale swallowing a man and then spitting him out. Has this ever happened in history? We're digging behind the headline. You are awesome, fellas. Thank you.